Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out there. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Dumps it off in the flats.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Touchdown, Spartans! And they jump on top. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Running back searching for a hole. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
3 plays, 3 sacks. Yes, please. As a defensive lineman, we are loving this. Getting pressure on the quarterback, a one-dimensional team. They're passing the football every single time. I'm just going to keep hunting the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows if that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Behind his tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Buckeyes are on the move. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Man, that one just sailed off. He's trying to throw it to his wide receiver out wide towards the sideline. Obviously a difficult throw to make, but he was a little bit off the...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, and making the DC look very smart.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there. Now, I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now they'll run the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
This QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. Crosses the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. He breaks a tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And he made the extra point without problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to find his man on first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw. A little release to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Might be looking to run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake. Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stops. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab up the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll bring it back. It's Larson.
Returner is brought down at the 47. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
42 Spider.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He finds his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sparty. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Spartans in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and you're
running toward the tape. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has and set up.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
They're bringing heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Finds a little space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll toss it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. Finding up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State, 51, Michigan State.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And he'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Browning. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of them.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. Tag. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to...
Continues to fight for yards. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
To the ground with the back. Smashes through. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the option, he'll pitch it. He's loose at the 15. And he's running in the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
When you're a defense, run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Line gets set, first down.
Get set, get set.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.